What's some advice for today when it comes to trucking?
Well, maintenance, everyday maintenance. But this is one of those tricky things, which is a wiring issue. And wiring issues are going to be your worst nightmare because just get a close up of all this. Well, these are lines. All of these are wires. All these are hoses, but all of these are wires.
Everything inside that insulation.
And it's inside here. So when you get to a wire, right now, I'm going to have to strip all that off. And I'm going to have to go through each wire, inch by inch, just to ensure that there's no crack, no breakage.
And then at that point, if you got a wiring harness, you might as well just replace the whole thing.
Well,
if you can.
You can. I mean, you can, but it's just cheaper to just do it this way. But because it's one problem. Like if you had a multiple problems, then you could be like, oh yeah, well. But right now, I just got a little wire that's touching or rubbing somewhere, and it's causing my check engine light to come on. It's not shutting the truck down, but it's coming up flashing as if it would shut the truck down. But so far, it hasn't shut it down. I don't want to run it like that.
Yeah.
I want to try to just find out what it is, even though I do need to put it on the road. And you walked up, I was just going to be like, screw it, I'm coming back. And sometimes you got to do that. You have to just decompress.
Yeah, I was just about to say, it's just like working on a car. You trying to figure something out, you can't figure it out, you start getting frustrated, sometimes just stop. And you come back the next day, oh, it was that little screw that you did.
Yeah, you be so frustrated because you're blinded, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you can't think, but that frustration and stress. And like I said, it's just looking at it is like, but that's just part of it, man. So whenever you get a wiring problem and it's somewhere, because it may not even be under here, it can be in the dash. So once I eliminate this,
then
I
you
have
can
to go in
there
there and take the gauges out and then trace those wires. It's just one of those things. That's why if you're gonna work on your own stuff, take your time, know what you're doing. Or if you're gonna find someone who will work on your truck for you, make sure that they're a good person. Because in situations like this, it will take time, and that's one thing you have to understand. A lot of times we have to start from the basic and work our way all the way to the all the way up the front line, because it may sound like a lot of problems seem like other problems.
Yeah.
So that's why you really have to get in there and eliminate. It's the process of elimination.
Yeah, like you said, elimination and not just going in replacing stuff. Because you may just be replacing stuff and there's nothing wrong with what you already replaced and trying to figure out what it is.
And see, what I can tell you I replaced, what I eliminated was something that somebody may have replaced. I eliminated the gauge. I took the gauge loose. And I've also went through these wires to the sensor. So I know from the sensor to the computer. So now I got to strip these down and go from the computer to the dash. So, but now you can't just throw parts in there. You have to really test and inspect or what they say, troubleshoot. You really got to troubleshoot. Take your time. Don't get frustrated because it can be a headache, but you got to go through it,
To everybody out here, this is Boss Level Trucking. So,
need anything? 34 years, let me know. 33, I'm 34. And what I don't know, I'm learning here. So when I put that name up on the billboard on the shop, it's gonna be El Professional.